Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know what time it is where you are, but right now it's time for more insight. This is insight you can trust because there is more where it came from. I'm your host. I'm Chris Moore. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you help us grow this channel. If you would like to become a member and support the channel even more, be sure to do so. You can do that right below in the description there. Today, I want to talk about the Atlanta Falcons real quick. And it just reminded me of one of my favorite shows growing up was The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Shouts out to Will Smith, Carlton Banks, Ashley, Hillary, Uncle Phil, Aunt Viv. My personal opinion, the show went down after they changed Aunt Viv's. Everything. Different story, different day. But on February 13th, 2022, Bel-Air, the reimagined version of Fresh Prince came on the air. Same characters, same names, but just a different tone and a different show name, of course. And that's why I feel like the Falcons are right now. It's the same city, the history is the same, but the tone is different. Earlier this week, the Falcons announced that they will be having new uniforms for the 2026 season. They also restructured the front office, and they're bringing back Matt Ryan, not as a player. He's not going to be taking snaps, but he will be making decisions up in the front office. Not as a general manager, not as a coach, but he is the president of football operations. It's the Falcons to me saying that we're not trying to be funny anymore. We're done doing the same old. We're trying to be serious. After years of being unserious, playing unserious football, we're trying to be serious now. So to me, this isn't just a rerun. It's not a reboot. It's a reimagining of the Atlanta Falcons. This is a new role designed to oversee the search for a general manager and a head coach. What the Falcons showing me right here is they are trying to be strategic, because right now the Falcons aren't just rebuilding a roster, but they're also trying to rebuild trust. Rebuild trust with who? I'm glad that you asked. Rebuild trust with the fans. The fans are over the Atlanta Falcons. They're over Rich McKay. They were over Raheem Morris. They're over Terry Fontenot. And right now, the trust is not there with the Falcons and their fans. The trust is not there with the Falcons and their fans. And whether you love this move, you question it, or you're looking at it sideways, the question is, what the Falcons are doing, are you listening? Are you tapped in? Do you like this move? And honestly, that's where you have to start with this process. Now, let's zoom out for a second. Last season, the Falcons finished 8-9 under Raheem Morris. Unfortunately, it made 8 years of seasons that the Falcons have played without being in the playoffs. Of course, as you know, the Falcons ultimately parted ways with Raheem Morris, a likable guy, just fell on hard times. Clock management, game management. I think the lack of accountability is where the Falcon fans felt cheated. If you see offensive coordinator as a problem, change the offensive coordinator. Don't be loyal to a fault. If you see there's an issue, you as the head coach can address it. So here's the takeaway that I have from the Falcons. After they fired Raheem Morris, fired Terry Fontenot, a duo that never experienced playoff success, Atlanta didn't just decide to change the coach, change the general manager. They changed the architecture of the decision-making itself. And that's a huge pivot. Arthur Blank went outside of his norm and said, let's just tear the whole thing down. Let's rebuild. Let's start over. Matt Ryan said in the press conference that his priority is leading the search for the next coach and the general manager. Not coaching games, not scouting players, not being in the quarterback room with Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins. Now that sounds responsible, but there's a real question underneath it. Will top GM and coach candidates feel that they have real autonomy if the franchise legend is in the room? I'm not being pessimistic. I'm not trying to be the devil's advocate. The devil don't need no advocate. He's hell enough. But I am being honest, because you can't give somebody the title with football. You can't give someone the title of football operations president without understanding the responsibility behind it or the responsibility attached to it. And if you're someone that's trying to build a dynasty, you want clarity on those decision-making lines. You don't want those blur signatures on paper. So the question again, do you think Matt Ryan's presence helps attract the top decision makers, or does it complicate their freedom to lead a team. Because here's the thing about leadership. Leadership isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's about setting the temperature. And who better than Matt Ryan, Matty Ice, if you will, who's always had a respectful level temperature about himself. He's always been the definition of cool, calm, collected. As Stuart Scott said, he's cooler than the other side of the pillow. And if you're a GM or a coach who's intimidated by someone like that, maybe this isn't your job anyway. Because Atlanta right now doesn't need ego. They need alignment and clarity. Matt Ryan talked about unfinished business in the press conference, a Super Bowl win that he did not get, and a legacy that didn't end with a ring. But here's the pivot. Here's the honest pivot that I'm seeing. That unfinished business isn't just his story. It's the franchise's story. And what the Falcons have to get right now isn't the emotion of the hire. It's the foundation under which that new quarterback is chosen, coached, and developed. It's under the foundation where the new general manager and the head coach can come together and build this team. Of course, there are major questions. Is this Michael Penix Jr.'s team? Is Kirk Cousins the quarterback for the 2026 season? Or do we just hit the reset button and get a new quarterback? Newsflash, quarterbacks just don't grow on trees. Not game-changing quarterbacks. Not quarterbacks that can take you to the elite level that you're looking to go. And here's where I come down on all of this. I like the move. I like this move because it's being intentional. The Falcons are saying we care about our credibility again. They're saying that we care about our leadership again. They're saying we care about bringing in the people who can build this culture the right way. I like this move because the Falcons are saying we care about our fans. Culture always shows up on the field eventually, whether it's good or bad. To me, this is a cultural signal, not just another press conference. To bring it to relationships, you ever get that, hey, big head text from a random someone that you haven't heard from in a minute? That's what this feels like. Atlanta is basically saying, hey, we still here. What you doing? Just thinking about you. And I don't mean that with negativity. Sometimes when a relationship is shaky, you can't start with therapy. You have to start with, hey, I miss you. You have to warm up to saying, hey, we're in a place now that we can be cordial. Now let's go to therapy. That's a story for a different day. Because let's be clear, winning fans back is easy. Keeping them, that takes direction. Matt Ryan is back. Yes, it feels good. But now let's see who the Falcons bring in as the general manager and the head coach. But let me ask you, who should be the first coach that Matt Ryan hires? Who should be the first general manager that sticks out to you that the Falcons should hire? And does the move of Matt Ryan being president of football operations, does that make you excited? Or does it make you more nervous? Because this is his first executive job. Because for Matt Ryan, what you don't want to be the Michael Jordan of football. Not saying that Matt Ryan is Michael Jordan at all. Those are two different levels. But I am saying that Michael Jordan did go to the front office and he was not good. Matt Ryan is going to the front office. Will he be good? Will he be able to make those decisions that can change the franchise for the better? The Falcons want you to believe in them again. They want to earn your trust back. They want you to come back to the stadium. So let's talk about it. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit like. Make sure you subscribe. And if you want to be part of what we're doing here, become a member of the channel. Your support would mean everything to me. Your support will allow content to keep being posted. And I look forward to doing more Falcons coverage for you all. So make sure you lock in with me. This is more insight you can trust because there's more where it came from.